All right, this is XJY79. We're going to be doing day 3 of the modded game we've been playing. And anybody who's in right now, this is 1.4. It's not 2.0. I'm just finishing these up. So if you're looking for 2.0, just wanted to let you know so you don't waste too much time. Let's see, what were we continuing here? We're getting stuff cleaned up, and I think I want to expand this base a little bit. Got a little bit of water to cook, but we don't have a pot yet. So that's why we got to make room for this forge, expand this base. Stone built, and get some cobblestone blocks built. Oh, we got a few. Want to expand the base because we want to start putting down our work areas and stuff. Yes, these stupid cube bases I build. They ain't pretty, but they do they function. A lot of times I like to take over a POI. Different ones. I like to take over ones that shouldn't work and try to make them work, or sometimes I'll do it like just the day before a Bloodmoon or something, and I like to use those for a Bloodmoon. I have built okay bases for Bloodmoons, and Bloodmoons, especially in the beginning, are not really hard to survive, especially at the levels I usually have it set at. I'm going to do this the other way here. On the building block. I usually like to build whatever cube is the top cube I'm using. I don't like going through all these steps. However, you are getting experience for each of them. Make some room over here. Because we're going to be putting down the forge that we built. And then we're going to be hopefully leveling up enough quick to get the workbench if we haven't already leveled that far. That's another reason that I put the ladder like that. I always like to have that next to the ladder in case I'm running around at night. I can see what side the ladder's on easy if it's real dark. I don't like how tight this is right here, but probably should just make the thing bigger, but we got enough to function here, so whatever. I really should take the time to go around and just do a bunch of digging, get a bunch of clay, and then go mine a bunch of stone. But because obviously we don't want this behind. We're never going to be able to get into this box. So I think I'm in the wrong thing there. There we go. Let me try to spell stuff correctly. Rawa? No, that might mean something. So I hope I didn't just swear in some other language. Sorry if I did. There we go. That's what should be there. Okay. So now we know that we can't touch the bottom bin because we have the forge in the way. We'll do what we can to get it moved. But first we're going to get everything put into the craftable bin, and if there's anything that's scrappable or whatever, we'll do that. And then we'll be able to get to that raw material bin. At least that's the hope. And I'm also hoping it's going to sit on top of that door, because that's where I'm thinking to put it. So let's get this picked up. Takes a little while. Looks like 15 seconds or so. Everything you pick up has like a different time frame, and so fun. Let's watch the numbers go down. Isn't that exciting? So let's clean up some of this. I might move the ladder to a different jump up spot there. So let's get this forge down. Hopefully when I put it down, it doesn't just fall right through the floor. Nope, it said green and it went up good. Yay. So now we can get around to resorting, or sorting again, I mean, not resorting, but we can get the correct names, labels on all these storage boxes. And like I said, these are things I consider raw materials. It's nice to sort stuff so when you go to do the work, you know where it is. And whatever system works for your brain, that's what you use. So you can put whatever names on these you want. Or you don't have to organize anything at all, because some people are, I watch some people and somehow they do all of that. Let's take all the food out and get it back in there. We had a lot of other stuff stored in there, so I just figured to pick up everything and then throw the food back in, the garden stuff back in, anything that's like a medical supply or a buff that I don't want to carry. And we got the modified backpack to remember, so we got to make sure we don't have any bandages and stuff. Sometimes those get thrown at the end when you hit the sort button. I know, it's exciting stuff. And now we're finally getting organized. I always find these straggling things that I missed because of my brain. So now I'm picking some stuff back up because I want to throw some stuff into the forge. And since we have a mod with 3 slots, we're able to put more items in the forge. So iron is always a primary thing when I play anyway. Everybody might be different, but when I play, you want to do iron. And you definitely want to do clay. Those 2 things are where you need to forge iron bars. Forged iron, I should say. And of course, you're going to want to make nails pretty soon. You might want to make some arrow tips. And anything you can build, like the white things that's shown in white, means I currently have the stuff to build it. It's currently smelted. Now, there's not very much yet smelted in this because we just turned it on. So generally, I turn this on and I walk away for a while and do other stuff, and then come back and build what I'm going to build later. But I just wanted to do a little example here. See, now this is showing me here steel. I can't do it. It says crucible required up top, and it shows you like the supplies you need, but you can't do it even if you have the supplies in some cases if you don't have the proper mod installed. You can buy a crucible from a trader. I believe by default it's set to 15,000 dukes or something like that usually, and I'm sure depending on what you level up your skills, you can get that cheaper. Sometimes you find a crucible in, you know, when you're looting, when you get a little bit more higher level of your Forge Ahead books, or depending on what you picked for, what is it? I think I'd remember. Where you're able to make all this stuff. Very good memory I have there. Let that finish. Alright, now that's done. Now we can get the campfire set up so we can actually cook some good stuff. You can take these items and drag them to where they belong. Right up there to the tools slot. Or you can hold shift and left click and it'll just pop it up to where it belongs. So let's get this stuff going, shall we? And I'm going to have to grab some supplies first. So let's take everything out of here, just so we can see what we're going to be able to cook. I'll tell you everything that's lit up white is you can cook. I can't do bacon and eggs yet. I have the stuff, but I have a lock on it. So still not learned yet. So my stuff's kind of limited. We got a lot of water to cook. If I hit everything, it'll tell you how long it is. We don't want to take this long, maybe. Let's just do enough to get us going here for the water, so we're not waiting all day. Now there's also meds we can make. We can also do glue and paint here. And the paint doesn't mean like just colors, it's also the textures, so you can actually make a place out of iron, or make your place out of wood, make it look like iron, or make it look like something else. So that's what it means by painting in this game, and probably most of these games. Now I want to do some cornmeal. I guess that's the best thing that I can do right now. So I'm going to break down some corn. You can make cornmeal. So let's see, what should we cook here? The charred meat we cook because we get their little... Oh, that's all I can cook, meat-wise. But plus you eat the first two and you get the challenge done. I can make goldenrod. Yay, that's pretty cool. And we got the queue full down there in the campfire, so just kind of let that stuff cook. And just so I'm not carrying all this stuff around. So we're just going to kind of lighten up our load here, put away stuff we don't need to carry, and get some other general cleanup done before we go. We have a mission, I believe, I want to go do. I think it's a retrieve supplies one. A fetch. So let's just get a few more things going here, ready to go before we go on our mission. Now, one thing about these early foods I like to say, like the potatoes, the baked potato, the corn on the cob, even the, what is it, the burnt meat. All that stuff is, it's food, but the bad thing is every time you eat some of that, you gotta have some water to drink. It dries you out. So it's good to have something on hand. You know, eventually I like to not make too much of this in the beginning. I like to save it for when I have better recipes. But we're going to do a nice little cut here, I think, because there's a lot of stuff I do to get ready to go. So let's jump. There we go. We will go get a few more things ready because I want to have some wood, because we're still rather low power, low strength here. I'd like to just have some wood ready to go. Maybe make some spikes if I need them. I'm really not used to having, like, I usually like to have around 1,000 wood, but because we're playing a game here where people can view and stuff, I'm just trying to take just what I need to go. So let's go over here. I'm torn. Do I want to do a pre-loot? Or do I want to go and let's just check this stuff out. I got to get a wrench so I can tear those down every time. You can get a lot of good stuff from those pumps. You start getting the steel bars, or the forged steel, which is nice to get some of. And when you're doing this kind of job, you can loot 2 of those. Wow, is this lockpick going to work? There's no way. Wow, this cracks me up sometimes. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Little chunk of change there. Anyway, I like to double loot at least those gas pumps. So now we start the mission. And this is like a replay of what we did before, kind of, isn't it? Except the last time I don't think I missed. Okay, why am I using the bow? There we go. Much better. And I think I mentioned in a previous video that usually I like to go through and kill everything first, but in that video I was looting everything. This one I'm going to run through, kind of wake everybody up, because you kind of know how many there are here. So let's see, sometimes they're behind here, but I don't see it over here. There we go. That's where they're hiding. So they have different spots they load from sometimes. They spawn from. Somebody's mad over there breaking glass, and they'll find their way to us eventually. Come on, little fella. It's so much nicer later on when you have a lot of bullets. But right now I'm going to do this the cowardly way, dare I say, so I can do a little bit of looting in here. And right now I just want to kind of roam around here and just loot the containers, really. Ooh, I got a goodie to put on my pipe machine gun. That makes me happy. Alright, and I gotta make sure I reload. I've too many times modded a gun or modded a weapon and I forget to reload. Then of course the next time you go and pull that weapon out, you are getting attacked and you can die. It's pretty scary. Okay, I was trying to open this up from up here. I guess I gotta jump down. Since I have a little bit of ammo to burn, I might as well injure some of these guys quick. Okay, that's enough ammo. I'm being stingy with my ammo. Come here, buddy. There we go. Oh, I can't resist. I don't know why I do, but I'm already carrying wood, so it doesn't really encumber me anymore. It goes in the same slot. Okay. I think I'm going to build some more spikes. Follow me. I'll show you another Pied Piper. Let's get this guy bleeding a little bit. Then you kind of surround this with the spikes. Carefully jump up and hopefully don't land on it yourself like I usually do. Now what would have been smarter was for me to put those down first. But I don't always think of that. Yeah, let's change over to the iron arrows. Come on, you were supposed to fall. Okay, well we gotta fight her. And he died on the spikes down there, so. Time to get the loot. Nice, I'll take that. Upgrade my armor here. Very cool. Sort out a few other things, see what I can, anything, okay, we can read. Any scrappable stuff. Put that where it belongs. All right. Now, what kind of goodies are we getting here? I'll take it. Oh, yeah. Light machine gun quality, too. Moving up. I'll take it. We got a battery out of the deal, too. Some kind of food. And a little quick looting adventure through this place. And a resort of our supplies. I almost forgot about that box. Got a wheel out of the deal, so that's good. Okay, now we're going to go over to the next place, which is, I believe this is the one. When I said earlier, there's a pick up supplies thing, a fetch. I think this is the one. But we got to do the obligatory loot. Nice, I'll take that. Take some lead. Okay. Got to do the loot of the area here first. And I think I'm going to go inside and loot the whole place too. I'll do a preliminary loot. It is getting a little bit late, but I haven't done this one in a long time. But I'm pretty sure these kind of places, since it's like a party store type of place or a drugstore or whatever, you're usually going to find some murky water in there somewhere and maybe some other drinkables and foods and stuff. So it's a good idea to do a quick loot. I think I'm going to do my run through and wake everybody up thing again. Because I don't like fighting on places where you can step up on the rocks, because then you always end up stepping on something and you miss. Yeah, I do anyway. So, there's the other guy. Okay. It's got to be someone else. There we go. Oh, I see a couple more. Okay. Okay, that was the easy one. A good old level 1 bone knife. Still coming through on day 3. Okay, let's run a little bit and recover a little stamina. I did have a feeling he would take off, so I'm going to clear the area. There we go. Let's go in and I want to loot the whole thing, I think. I was just going to loot this floor, but you know what? I'm going to do a preliminary run. We're going to see what's... There's the guy I heard. Okay. Hey, did it peek through there? There we go. It does make me laugh there, he died. It does make me laugh sometimes when you're fighting someone at a door. Somehow their attack can go through the door and still hit you. Or a wall sometimes. That's happened to me too. I'm sure it's happened to everybody. But hey, we do know it's a game, right? I think. Well, let's continue doing a little bit of looting here. This is just the preliminary run through, so we're just getting what we can get. Come on. Oh, look at that. Nice. Okay. It's nice to find that book, the Ragdoll book. Now, what are we dealing with up here? I always wonder if there's a bird up here. There you go. Okay. Yeah, some more vitamins. Nice. Wow, level 2 knife. I'm going to have to reorganize stuff in there. Yeah. Well, I guess I said another vitamin. Looks like I only have one. Nice. Let's get this on there. We got, I think, 15 rounds. Let's load this thing up. Get the heck out of here. Now let's actually do the mission. I did some thorough looting there and stuff. This time I'm going to just use the gun as much as I can. Get in there. Get up to where the loot is. The supplies are upstairs. Then we'll clean up later. Close that door so that guy can't get up here. And we'll take care of whatever's up here. I always got to give these guys a sporting chance, don't I? I do like my knife, though. Give him another little stab, and let's go get this stuff. Uh-oh. Whoa, that was a lucky pot shot. I'll take it. Jeez. Okay, I'm going to need to go change my diaper in a second here. And the mission is now done, but let's do some looting and all that good stuff. And I'm going to probably go around and clean up still, just to get some XP before it gets late. We'll see. I hear a bunch of people coming around. Okay, buddy. Come here. Alright. Oh, I should have shut that door, shouldn't I? That hatch. Oh. Nice ammo there this time. It's not much, but I'll take it. Okay, let's just do a jump. Yeah. And let's go. Hey, buddy. Ah, biker. So at least it's a regular slow biker. I don't know if I want to run away or... Let's do a little bit. A little bit of this stuff. We'll see how much resistance is here. Ooh, let's do this while I'm here. Let him bleed a little bit while he's walking over here. Whoops. Okay, we got some loot in here we can check. See if anybody follows me out. I hate getting trapped around the corner in those little piles with some of these clones. Oh, that ragdoll thing came in handy again, even with the biker. That's cool. Because they're hard to knock down. There we go. It's a long gun. Okay. Ah, another biker. Come on. Okay, I might just try to run and loot and scoot, I guess I'll call it. And now someone else is coming too. I don't think I want this. Too much heat. Mission's accomplished. Let's get out of here. Well, we just hit nighttime. And some idiot forgot to put a ladder on the base. When I did the update, I forgot something. Good thing I wasn't being chased by a horde or something. That would have been embarrassing. Gonna sort some stuff out, get some stuff cooking. All that good stuff. Time to add on a little bit more. Just do a little bit as I got the supplies to do it. That looks kind of goofy. Kind of goofy there. Okay, I probably shouldn't be running too much stuff at night.
Yeah.
Time to turn in the missions. Shit, what do I want there? The honey would be nice, but I got some already. I'm thinking the hunter mod would be good. It's just the schematic, but I think I'm pretty close to being able to build it. Oh, God, those cobblestones would be nice, though. Anyway. And the books. Take the books when you can get them.
You cheap ass son of a bitch.
I know.
That's
Let's
all
see
you're
what we
gonna
got.
buy?
Okay, quality 4 tools. That's good. That's good. Hey, I can do a wrench. Pipe machine gun 3. So we leveled up 2 levels for the machine gun today. We're still carrying a level 1 around, so we'll see. Let's see. Workbench. Yep, 9 at 10. Oh, come on, dude. Can't you be selling us a book? We know he doesn't have one, because I did just look. Okay. We did a little bit of cleaning up. I mean, cutting down trees, getting some resources. And now we're going to look for stuff because I want to start mining here. So I'm just going to mark them on my map. I mean, it's easy to see. The white dots are what I call nitro, the basically fertilizer stuff. And I want iron and coal, so that stuff's over there. So there we go. If I remember right, on this game, I think I'm able to make the good drink. Maybe I'm wrong. The purified water. We'll figure that out. Let's always try to save a little bit of glue. It's not totally necessary, but I don't need a stack. I'm just kind of cleaning up stuff here. Going through. And we have visitors. It says, hey, good morning, sunshine. But of course you did get a scream off, so now we gotta play. And I want to get some spikes ready here because I like to leave something for these guys to step on. And let's go take care of this now. Now my plan is to get them following me. I kind of run around the outside of their whole perimeter and keep stabbing them a little bit, let them bleed. But plus my goal is to go around and any of them that are hitting my base there, I hope to get them coming my way. That's why I do this. I'd rather have them hit me than the base. And then, hopefully, if I get around there without dying, I will put up some spikes. Let's get those. I should have already did this. And just do a couple on each side here. Give them something to walk into. Kind of haphazardly. This is not really how I want them permanently set up, but they're already working out. And I'm going to walk right into them, ain't I? I missed. Lucky. That is my style, though. I throw it on a trap and then step on it, or jump on it, or something silly like that. Do a little bit of repairs, and then add the rest of these in around here. These are nice to have around. I should have did them earlier. Just when those screamers come around, they'll walk into this. Sometimes before they get to scream, they die. It's probably way too many. You know what? I probably should kill that. See? I knew it. I had enough cobblestone. I made some cobblestone cubes, and we're going to try to end up filling this in. And I also stepped on one of my spikes earlier. That's why I need a band-aid. So let's put this stuff together here. That's good enough for now. What I'm hoping is I'm going to have enough materials here to make some more cobblestone cubes. Six is enough. Let's take this stuff back off. Fill this thing in. Nope. There we go. There we go. Look at that. We got this base done. Well, done. It's much more usable now. We got some breathing space. Now I'd like to set it up where we can put some, let's see, ladder. Yeah, ladder go on the edge there. All right. There we go. Now once we get the workbench in, we have space for it. Now we're going to do some building blocks, and I'm going to build a nice, I like to do, I guess, like a walkway around the outside. And I like to use the same scaffolding ladder that I use in a lot of cases. And you put it on the face. Let me show you how we can do this. On the face, when you go down there, you put it on there. There we go. Let's put these around. I like them because You can walk on them. You don't fall through. You can, well, I won't do it here, but you can drop grenades and stuff through them if you're careful enough. But you can also reach down with the hammer and repair those spikes down there while they're walking on them. So at this level, at 3 levels up, you can still do it. So we're almost done with this. When this is done, I think we're going to call it a day here. We accomplished a lot. We got a much more usable base now if we have to defend ourselves. So you guys have a great one. I appreciate you watching. I hope someone's enjoying these videos out there. And everybody take care. See you next time. Bye-bye.